Today we'll be taking you through a 4-night, 5-day itinerary for Dubai. And we'll be telling you why you shouldn't visit the top of that building.
But it looks so good.
And that is why you shouldn't go inside it and go to the top. We'll be telling you why you shouldn't do that, and we'll be giving you an alternative as well. Alright, so day one. You land in Dubai in the morning. Wifey, where should these guys go to?
Alright, so on day one, you should first of all plan your stay in such a way that out of the 4 days, for 2 days, you stay in the Burjman area, which is closer to the old Dubai, get the cultural heritage feel of Dubai. And for 2 days, you should stay in the Marina area. More on that in the later part of the video. So day one, you land in Dubai. You get settled into your hotel, your Airbnb in and around Burjman. You rest for a while. There are tons of options of restaurants to eat: Indian food, Chinese food, Lebanese, Arabic. You can take your pick. And then you head to the Creekside, which is called Al Seef. Now, Al Seef is basically this cultural neighborhood marketplace for everything that you can think of, that you can associate with Dubai, the old Dubai. So it's a beautiful market where you have shops where you can buy souvenirs like kaftans and shawls, fridge magnets, what else, oud perfumes, and loads and loads and loads of food. So definitely a must visit for all tourists visiting Dubai. In the evenings, the walk around the canal or the creek is beautiful. There are abras and how cruises that you can see. So after this, you finish off your dinner early, and then you walk towards Meena Bazaar, which is known for its gold markets, which is known for its everything related to gold. Everyone visiting Dubai, and you can go and buy yourself a gold coin. Nowadays they have these fancy ones with the Burj Khalifa and Museum of Future and all of that embellished on it. Otherwise, just buy yourself a chain or whatever you want to, and then you end your day in Meena Bazaar with a lot of gold and with amazing designs. Day two, you begin your day by having some nice breakfast around the area, and then you take an abra, a 1 dirham or 2 dirham abra, which is like a small boat, to take you to the gold souk. Now here you can literally find dresses made out of gold. There's a very nice spice market, dry fruits, dates. Dubai is known for its dates, so you can indulge into that. And then you come back to the hotel and you rest for a while, because you need to gear up for the desert safari. Now, the desert safari, generally, if you can book through Klook or any of the Head Out or any of the other platforms, they would come to pick you up at your hotel or your Airbnb. They would generally pick you up sometime around afternoon, between 1:30 to 2. They take you to the desert, which is 1.5 hour drive, and then you do the sand dunes bashing. You take a lot of photos with falcons and with the sunset. They take you to the camp where you can indulge into some henna applications, some shisha. You see belly dancing performances, fire shows, end your night with dinner. And trust me, you're so tired, you won't even remember the ride back. So I think by 9:30, 10, you should be back home. Now, day three is the fun part. Over to you.
Alright, so day three, you'll be moving towards this area called Dubai Marina area. This is where all the water is. This is where the beaches are as well. And this is the party area as well. So what you can do is you check into a hotel there, and in the morning you can visit the beach. Now at the beach, there are a lot of eating places. There's some good cafes as well. I think Circle Cafe is one of them. Which was the other one?
SKMD.
Yeah, SKMD is something that you can do as well. And have your food there. And I told you, right? You shouldn't visit that Burj Khalifa on top building. Now, why you shouldn't do that is typically there's a 1.5 hour line to just get inside the building. Then you go up, then you spend a lot of money on it, and you see the Dubai skyline. You can see it from anywhere. And you have to come back another 1.5 hours. So the entire ordeal takes more than half a day. And the people who have been there, by the way, we have been here for 2 years, we have never been there. People who have been there tell us that it is definitely not worth it.
Also, fun fact, Burj Khalifa is the only place where you can't see the Burj Khalifa.
Exactly. So why would you want to do that? What you do instead, you go to the view. Now the view is in which building?
At the Palm.
At
The view
Palm.
at the Palm.
So it's like a big building, obviously. it's
Nakheel
not-
Mall.
Nakheel Mall. It's a very tall building. Obviously, it's not as tall as Burj
Burj
Khalifa, but it is tall enough, and you get the brilliant view of the palms. And they have a video and whatnot.
A 3D animated
Exactly,
video.
animated video to explain how the palms were made. Palms are basically those
The palm tree.
The palm tree islands, right? The famous place in Dubai. So you get to learn about that. What you can do after that is maybe go to a pub or a beach place that serves alcohol as well. You can go to Barasti. I really like Barasti. Guys, you will feel very awkward. Everyone has a six-pack there, by the way. So the concept is they'll have a pool area and they'll have the beach as well. You can take a dip in the pool, you can go to the beach. There's a DJ playing, so you can dance there and you can party basically. So that's very cool. Now let's go to something fancy. You can actually take a yacht ride in Dubai. I would suggest you do the sunset tour. So you see Dubai lit up as well during the day, and by the time it ends, you see the different buildings with the lights in the night sky. So that's a very good experience. You can in fact have alcohol there as well. It's pretty cheap. I think a wine bottle was for 100 dirhams or something. So that is good. And yeah, you call it a day.
No, Dubai Mall.
Oh yeah. You gotta go to the Dubai Mall. Oh, I love the Dubai Mall. I know you'd be like, what is this? I'm going to a country and you're like, मेरे को mall घुमा रहे हो. I know, but Dubai Mall is definitely worth it. It's a mall where you have huge sharks in it. Yeah, there's an aquarium where there are sharks in it with a lot of more sea life and whatnot. And obviously the Dubai Waterworks show, the fountain show is world famous. So you should do that. It starts at around 6:30 in the evening.
Yeah.
And you get to see the light show as well.
Yeah.
If you have been following us or subscribed to us, in one of our videos, we show the light show as it looks from our place as well. So you can see that. And then you call it a night.
Yeah.
Now the next day, because you're staying near Marina, you can visit another malls. Malls are good here. When once you see and get into a mall, you'll see okay what malls can be. So you can go into. Oh, by the way, I missed. If you're fans of Big Bang Theory, you can have dinner at Cheesecake Factory in the mall. You have a lot of fine dining options. You have cheaper options as well. You have a food court as well, so you can do that as well. And yeah, the next day you can go to the Mall of Emirates. This one has a roller coaster? No.
No, that's Dubai Hills Mall.
Okay, that's Dubai Hills Mall. What
Mall. Ski Dubai.
Oh yeah, it has a place where you can ski, like skiing in the desert. Yeah. So you can do that in the morning, and in the evening you can take a cab to this place called Global Village. Now this is a brilliant place. What they've done is they have taken about 20-30 countries and they've made small hubs of each of them.
Pavilions.
They're called pavilions. So what it has is it'll have the architecture of that particular country, it'll have the food of that country, it'll have various things that are sold in that country as well. It's a 4 to 5 hour ordeal. You have to walk a lot. You even get those electric scooty like chairs, and so that you don't have to walk that much. So you can get that. It's decently priced. So if you're going with your parents or kids who get tired, or if you just can't walk that much, you can take those. You'll be spending a little on the food there because food is slightly more expensive. You'll be spending around 200 dirhams, which is around 5,000 rupees on dinner there. I would suggest not going into restaurants, but having food from the individual pavilions, and which is a good experience as well. You get to taste the food of those people. So that is basically the 4 days. Now let's do a proper breakup of the cost. Okay. Now I'll be talking in dirhams, but we'll give the table in Indian rupees. We'll give it in US dollars as well. Okay. Just for your knowledge, Indian rupees, 1 dirham is around 1 dirham is 23 rupees. And when it comes to dollars, 3.67 dirhams makes $1. So that's the equation that you can do. So when it comes to stay, you'll be spending around 380 to 400 dirhams each day. So that would bring it to about 400 into 4, like 1500 dirhams, 1600 dirhams for the 4 nights that you'll be staying.
During peak season.
During peak season. Now, if you come during summers, by the way, I would not suggest coming during summers because you don't get things like Global Village. You can't chill at the beach.
Desert safari.
You can't get the desert safari either. I would suggest coming during the winters. Winters would be from November mid to Feb end, March mid maybe. So you can come during that time. Now, the next thing on our agenda would be food. You'd be spending about 150 dirhams on food on a daily basis for 2 people. And that would bring it to about 600 to 700 dirhams across the 4-5 days that you'll be staying here. Then beyond that, you do a little bit of shopping now, depending on how much gold you want to take back. By the way, it's not 30 grams that you can take as a couple. It is 150,000 worth of gold. If you're taking more than that, there is a chance you'll get caught in India. Now, you might do a 10-20k shopping as well. All the places that we have told you about. The first was Seef. It's just dinner. You won't be spending much there.
Souvenir shopping.
Souvenir shopping, whatever you spend there. In terms of actual activities which are paid, you'll be spending maybe about 50 dirhams a day as a couple on public transport. So that makes it around 250 dirhams.
Metros and buses only,
Yeah.
not cabs.
Not cabs. Cabs are a little expensive. So if you take, day one, there is no activity that is exclusively paid. Day 2, there is no activity.
Desert safari.
That is exclusively paid in the morning. Desert safari is around 10,000 rupees for a couple, or 400 something dirhams for a couple. Now the next day you've moved on to Marina area, and Marina area day 1, what all are you doing? The view is around 5 to 6,000 rupees, or 200 dirhams for a couple. Yachts for a couple, it would be around 600 dirhams, which is slightly expensive. I get that. So if you want to skip that, or if it's not in your budget, you can skip it. It's definitely worth it though. You see the entire Dubai from the sea, so it's definitely worth it. Now, what else did we do? Malls, obviously, you don't have to pay if you're not buying anything or not eating anything. There's no entry or anything anywhere. Global Village, I would suggest taking a cab because public transport doesn't really get there, and you'd be spending about 200 250 dirhams just on the cab, which is 5,000 6,000 rupees. And yeah, dinner there would be another 200 dirhams or something, but it is definitely worth it. Global Village is one of those places that you should not be skipping at all. Global Village and Dubai Mall, and even the Desert Safari, actually. These 3 things you should definitely do. They are definitely worth it. Now, what else? Yeah. And that's the total budget. We'll bring it in an Excel format somewhere here. And do subscribe to our channel, please. We are a new channel and we would love to have you on with us. Yeah, if you want recommendations, do drop us a comment. By the way, for Desert Safari, you can book it via Klook, but we also had this really cool guy called Sohail, who charges us about 50% of what Klook charged us. And this guy is very cool. Like, he has a big ass car, and just when he's at the top of the dune, he will stop, he will put on some good music, and then do the dune bashing. It's very crazy. So if you want Sohail's number, do drop us a comment. Okay? Alright, toodles.
Toodles.